some point, you've probably thought about it. What if I didn't have to go to work tomorrow? Not because I won the lottery, not because some windfall fell from the sky, but because I had built something, saved something, invested something that now took care of me instead of the other way around. That feeling has a number attached to it. Most people spend their entire career chasing a feeling they've never bothered to quantify. Today, we're going to name your number, the specific dollar amount of invested assets that would allow you to walk away from mandatory work at your current lifestyle. And we're going to show you exactly what it takes to get there, at every age from 25 to 60. Let's start with the math, because it's simpler than most people think. In 1994, financial researcher William Bengen published a study that changed retirement planning. He found that a retiree who withdrew 4% of their portfolio annually and adjusted for inflation each year had a very high probability of their money lasting 30 or more years. This is known as the 4% rule. The inverse of that rule gives us the FIRE number. FIRE, financial independence, retire early. Your FIRE number is simply your annual expenses multiplied by 25. If you spend $40,000 per year, your FIRE number is $1 million. If you spend $50,000 per year, your FIRE number is $1,250,000. If you spend $80,000 per year, your FIRE number is $2 million. That's it. The formula is that clean. Now, here's the critical insight. Your expenses control your FIRE number more than your investment returns do. A person who reduces their annual spending from $80,000 to $50,000 cuts their required portfolio by $750,000. Not through better stock picks, not through a higher salary, just through lifestyle choices. Let's use a target FIRE number of $1,250,000, the $50,000 a year expenses scenario, and show what monthly investment is required at each age to get there by 65, assuming 7% average annual return. If you're 25 today, approximately $1,000 per month. 40 years of compounding works powerfully in your favor. Time is your biggest asset, and you're spending it every day. If you're 30 today, approximately $1,200 per month. Still very achievable. 5 years of delay cost you about $200 per month in required savings rate. If you're 35 today, approximately $1,500 per month. 30 years. Still a long runway, but each year of delay now costs more than the last. If you're 40 today, approximately $2,500 per month. The math is still workable, but you now need a serious household saving strategy. This is where income maximization becomes as important as expense management. If you're 45 today, approximately $4,000 per month. At this point, the monthly investment required is significant enough that most people need to either increase income substantially, reduce the target spending level, or both. If you're 50 today, approximately $7,000 per month. This is where many people feel the door closing. It doesn't have to, but the strategy shifts. The walkaway number becomes more relevant than the full FIRE number. If you're 55 today, approximately $14,000 per month to reach full FIRE by 65. For most households, this is unrealistic, which is precisely why the walkaway number exists. The walkaway number is not the same as the FIRE number, and understanding the distinction may be the most freeing idea in this video. Your walkaway number is approximately 55 to 65% of your full FIRE number, the level at which your portfolio, combined with part-time income or Social Security or both, can carry your full lifestyle indefinitely. Here's why this matters. If your full FIRE number is $1,250,000, your walkaway number might be $700,000 to $800,000. At that level, a $25,000 per year withdrawal from your portfolio, combined with $25,000 from part-time work or SS, covers the full $50,000 annual lifestyle. Walking away from mandatory full-time work at a point where part-time income can bridge the gap is still walking away, and it's a much closer target for many people than the full FIRE number. Social Security is an often overlooked variable in the FIRE calculation. Let's add it in. The average Social Security benefit in 2026 is approximately $1,907 per month, or about $22,900 per year. At the 4% rule, $22,900 per year in guaranteed income reduces the portfolio you need to generate by the inverse. 22,900 divided by 0.04 equals $572,500. That means the average person's Social Security benefit, once it begins, reduces their required portfolio by more than $500,000. This doesn't mean you should depend on Social Security alone. It has its own sustainability questions. But as one component of a multi-source retirement income plan, it is a very significant offset that many FIRE calculators ignore entirely. I want to return to the spending lever, because it's the part of the FIRE formula most people overlook. Your investment returns are largely outside your control. Market conditions, economic cycles, interest rates, you can optimize, but you can't dictate. Your employer's response to your raise request is largely outside your control. Your spending is not. Every $1,000 per year you permanently reduce from your annual expenses does two things simultaneously. It reduces your FIRE number by $25,000, and it frees up $1,000 per year to invest toward that now lower target. The leverage is double. A household that reduces annual spending from $60,000 to $50,000, $833 per month, simultaneously drops their FIRE target by $250,000 and adds $10,000 per year to their investable surplus. That single shift, compounded over 20 years, can be worth $500,000 or more in total portfolio difference. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people never calculate their number. Not because they can't. The math is fourth grade arithmetic. Annual expenses times 25. Done. Because calculating the number makes the gap visible, and visible gaps are uncomfortable. As long as the number is vague, I should probably save more. You don't have to confront the specific distance between where you are and where you need to be. But that vagueness is itself a choice, and it's the most expensive choice on the list. Every month you don't know your number is a month you can't make a decision based on it. Every year you don't calculate is a year where the monthly investment required is increasing, quietly, relentlessly, without you knowing. Your first move is to calculate your number, right now, tonight, before this video ends. Step 1. What do you spend per year? Not what you think you spend, what you actually spend. Pull up last year's bank and card statements. Add everything. Round up. Step 2. Multiply by 25. That is your FIRE number. Step 3. Look at your current invested assets. IRAs, 401k, brokerage accounts, not your home equity. Liquid invested assets. What's the gap between where you are and your FIRE number? Step 4. Using a compound interest calculator, plug in your current monthly investment rate and see when, at 7% average return, your portfolio reaches your FIRE number. Most people who do this exercise for the first time feel one of two things, either alarmed by the gap or relieved that they're closer than they thought. Both are more useful than not knowing. Once you know your number, the momentum play is simple. Automate your investment contributions to the maximum you can sustain today, not the maximum you think you might eventually sustain. What you can do consistently beats what you plan to do theoretically every single time. Once per year, on your work anniversary or your birthday, increase your contribution by 1% of income. Just 1%. You won't miss it, but over a career, those 1% annual increases compound into hundreds of thousands of additional dollars. Never decrease a contribution rate unless forced by financial emergency. Reducing contributions is a permanent backward step because you lose both the compounding and the habit. That's it. The momentum play is know your number, automate contributions, increase by 1% per year, never decrease. Freedom is a number, not a feeling, not a fantasy. A specific, calculable dollar amount that, when your invested assets reach it, means you never have to work again, unless you want to. You can't hit a number you haven't named. Your FIRE number is your annual expenses times 25. Calculate it tonight. Find the gap. Start closing it. One automated contribution at a time. 1% increase per year. Time is the one variable you can't buy back. Every year of delay costs you more than the last, in required monthly investment, in lost compounding, in distance from the life you could have. The number exists. It's waiting for you to find it. If this clarified something for you, share it with someone who's been chasing a feeling they've never quantified. Subscribe for a new video every week. I'll see you in the next one.